Welcome, everyone, to Oxford 4000 Essential English Words, episode 43. I'm your host, Emma.
And I'm Frank, your learning partner on this journey. Emma, you seem to be in a particularly good mood today.
I am. I just feel like it's a great day for learning. And speaking of learning, are you ready for our new set of words?
Absolutely. So, what's on the menu for today? Lay them on me.
All right, get ready. Today we have interpretation, harness, tremendous, calmly, headquarters, software, concert, innocent, saturation, and anticipate.
Wow, that's a mixed bag. We've got everything from tech words like software to something like innocent. This should be interesting. I can't wait to see how we connect these.
That's the fun of it. But before we dive in, let's quickly remind our wonderful listeners if you're enjoying our show, please don't forget to save this episode, give us a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.
Exactly. Your support helps us create more and more polished episodes for you. Sharing with a friend who's also learning English would be a tremendous help too. See, I'm already using the words.
I see that. Well done, Frank. Now, let's get started with our first word. The word is interpretation.
Interpretation. It sounds like it has something to do with explaining things.
You're right on track. Interpretation is an explanation or a particular way of understanding or performing something. In essence, it's about the meaning you assign to something. The core meaning in Chinese would be 解释 or 理解.
So it could be my interpretation of a movie or a specific translation of a book, right? Like different translators can have different interpretations of the same poem.
Precisely. Let's make a sentence. Her interpretation of the data led to a completely new strategy for the company. In this case, it's about her specific understanding of the information.
I see. How about this one? The actor's interpretation of the character was powerful and moving. Here it means his specific performance.
That's a perfect example. It shows how the same role can be played differently by different actors. Now, let's move on to our next word, which you cleverly used earlier harness.
Ah, yes, harness. I mostly think of it as straps for a horse or for rock climbing. Is that the main meaning?
That's the original literal meaning, yes. A harness is a set of straps used to fasten or control something, like a horse or a person. But we also use it in a more abstract way, which is to control and use the force or strength of something to produce power or to achieve something. The Chinese for this usage is often 利用.
So, like harnessing solar power.
Exactly. That's a very common collocation. For example, scientists are working on new ways to harness the power of the wind. They're trying to control and use it.
That makes sense. So I could say, if we can harness the team's creativity, we can finish this project ahead of schedule.
Another excellent sentence, Frank. You're harnessing an abstract concept, creativity. Ready for the next one? It's tremendous.
Tremendous. I feel like this is a word people use when they're really excited. It means very big or great, right?
You've got it. It means very great in amount, scale, or intensity. Think of it as a more powerful version of very big or huge. In Chinese, you could think of it as 巨大的.
So if I say, I have a tremendous amount of work to do, it means I'm totally swamped.
Yes, that's a great way to use it. Or, she has a tremendous talent for music. It emphasizes how great her talent is. It's a very versatile and expressive word.
I like it. It adds more impact. Okay, what's next on our list?
Next up is calmly. This is an adverb and it's quite straightforward. It means to do something in a way that is not showing or feeling nervousness, anger, or other strong emotions. The Chinese would be 冷静地.
Right, so it's the opposite of panicking. For instance, when the fire alarm went off, the teacher told everyone to walk out of the building calmly.
A perfect real life example. Here's another. He looked at the angry customer and calmly asked how he could help. The adverb describes the manner in which he asked.
It's a good quality to have, to be able to do things calmly under pressure.
I agree completely. Now, let's talk about a place. The next word is headquarters.
Headquarters, HQ for short. That's the main office of a company, right?
That's it. Headquarters, or HQ, is the place where a company or organization has its main offices and from which it is controlled. The Chinese is 总部.
So you would say, the company's global headquarters is in New York.
Yes, or in a more conversational way. We have a meeting at headquarters tomorrow morning. It's often used without the when talking about one's own company HQ.
Got it. So it's the command center. That leads us nicely to our next word, I think. Software.
It does indeed. Software refers to the programs and other operating information used by a computer. In Chinese, that's 软件.
This one is everywhere. My phone, my computer, even my car runs on software. How about this sentence? The company has just released its latest photo editing software.
That works perfectly. We also talk about installing software, updating software, or even a software bug. For example, you need to install specific software to open that file.
It's definitely a word you can't escape in the modern world. All right, what's next? Something a bit more fun, I hope?
I think so. The next word is concert.
Ah, a concert, a music performance. I went to a fantastic concert last month. The Chinese is 音乐会, right?
Correct on all fronts. A concert is a public performance of music. So your sentence, I went to a fantastic concert last month, is a great natural example.
How about this? The band is giving a concert in the park this Saturday.
Perfect. You can go to a concert, give a concert, or see a concert. It's a simple but very common word. Speaking of simple words, let's look at our next one. Innocent.
Innocent. This word feels like it has a heavy legal meaning, like innocent until proven guilty.
That's its most serious meaning, yes. Not guilty of a particular crime. The Chinese for that is wugude. But it can also mean simply not having much experience of the bad things in the world or being harmless.
Oh, right, like an innocent child.
Exactly. So we could have two very different sentences. One, the court found him innocent of all charges. And two, they were just a group of innocent tourists enjoying their vacation.
That's a really good distinction. The first is legal, the second is more about character or situation. I'll try to remember that.
Great. Just two more to go. The next word is saturation.
Saturation. I've heard this in marketing. Market saturation?
That's the most common business context for it. Saturation is the state or process that occurs when no more of something can be absorbed, combined with, or added. For market saturation, the Chinese is 饱和.
So, it's the point where a market is so full of a product that there's no more room for growth.
Precisely. For example, the market has reached a point of saturation. Almost everyone who wants a smartphone already has one. It can also be used in other contexts, like in chemistry or even color theory.
Right, like the color saturation in a photo, making it more or less vibrant. That makes sense, the point where it can't get any more colorful.
You've got it. And that brings us to our final word for today: anticipate.
Anticipate. To expect something, or to see it coming, is that right?
Yes, it's to expect or predict that something will happen and, often, to prepare for it. The Chinese could be 预期 or 预料.
So it's a bit more active than just expect. It implies you might do something about it.
Yeah, that's a great nuance to pick up on. For example, we anticipate that the project will be completed by the end of the year. This is a prediction.
And for the preparation part, good drivers anticipate potential dangers on the road. They don't just see them, they get ready for them.
An excellent example that really captures the full meaning. And that's all 10 words. Before we move on, a quick reminder to our listeners to save this episode's word list. And be sure to subscribe and hit that bell so you get notified for our next set of 10 words.
Time flies. I feel like I have a much better handle on these now.
I'm glad to hear that, Frank. Now, to really put them to the test, let's try using them all in a short dialogue.
I'm ready. What's the scene?
Let's imagine we are two colleagues at a tech company's headquarters discussing an upcoming product launch.
Got it. I'll start.
Go ahead.
Emma, did you see the memo from headquarters? They anticipate the new software launch will be a tremendous success.
I did, but my interpretation of the market data is a bit different. I'm worried we're close to market saturation for this type of app.
That's a fair point. The pressure is on. I saw the project lead yelling at someone this morning. The poor guy was completely innocent. It wasn't his mistake.
That's not productive. We need to harness the team's positive energy, not create fear. The lead needs to handle these situations more calmly.
I agree. On a lighter note, to de stress, are you still going to that indie music concert tonight?
Absolutely. I can't wait to just get away from all this software talk for a few hours.
Sounds like a perfect plan.
And there we have it, all 10 words in one conversation. I think your use of innocent and calmly was particularly good, Frank.
Thanks, and I liked your connection between interpretation, saturation, and anticipate. It really felt like a real business conversation.
That's the goal. Now let's move to our final segment, the Chinese to English practice.
My favorite part? Here's how it works. I will say a sentence in Chinese that uses some of today's vocabulary. I'll give you 5 seconds to try and translate it into English. Ready?
Let's do it. Listeners, don't be shy, say your answer out loud.
Okay, here is the first sentence. 我们必须冷静地利用我们所有的资源，因为我们预计会有巨大的挑战。I repeat, 我们必须冷静地利用我们所有的资源，因为我们预计会有巨大的挑战。Your time starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Time's up. Frank, what are some good answers?
A good direct translation would be, we must calmly harness all our resources because we anticipate there will be a tremendous challenge.
That's a solid answer. You could also say, facing a tremendous challenge that we anticipate, we must calmly harness all of our resources. It's a bit more formal, but also works very well. The key words there were calmly, harness, anticipate, and tremendous.
Exactly. Let's do another one. This one involves the office. Here it is. 我对这个新软件的解释是，总部希望它能让无辜的用户免受市场的饱和效应。One more time. 我对这个新软件的解释是，总部希望它能让无辜的用户免受市场的饱和效应。Okay, you've got 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, what do we have for that one? It felt a bit more complex.
It was. Here's one possible answer. My interpretation of this new software is that headquarters hopes it will protect innocent users from the effects of market saturation.
That flows very well. You could also phrase it as, the way I see it, this new software from headquarters is intended to shield innocent users from market saturation. Shield is a nice synonym for protect here. The vocabulary words were interpretation, software, headquarters, innocent, and saturation.
Perfect. One last challenge for today. Ready? Here it is. 在听完音乐会后，我预料到他对那首歌的诠释会引起巨大争议。Again, 在听完音乐会后，我预料到他对那首歌的诠释会引起巨大争议。Last chance, good luck. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's a tricky one with interpretation again. How did our listeners do?
I hope they did well. A great answer would be, after the concert, I anticipated his interpretation of the song would cause tremendous controversy.
Very nice. Another option could be listening to the concert, I could just anticipate that his rendition of the song would be tremendously controversial. Using rendition as a substitute for interpretation in a musical context is very advanced. Today's words were concert, anticipate, interpretation, and tremendous.
And that's a wrap for our practice segment. You all did a fantastic job today.
You certainly did. And to give you a little something to look forward to, our next episode will feature these words: thin, virtue, Sunday, overpass, 7, fuel, faithful, yeah, therefore, and river.
Ooh, another interesting mix. I can't wait. And to all our listeners, thank you for joining us. If you found this helpful, please like, subscribe, share, and hit that notification bell. It really does help us out.
It was a pleasure teaching you all today. Keep practicing and remember that every word you learn is a step forward.
That's right. This is Frank saying goodbye for now.
And this is Emma. We'll see you in the next episode of Oxford 4000 Essential English Words. Bye, everyone.